Hello Trekkies and welcome back with another The Orville episode review. Today we're going to talk about the third episode of season 2 called Home. Well, before we go into anything, I do have to say that I'm going to boycott Twitter for a while. I just got too many spoilers recently. I always want to give you my purest thoughts after watching an episode, not knowing too much about one episode, because that's how I feel it's more authentic than just, you know, getting all the reviews and reading everything and then you make your final decision and you watch the episode and you make a review. It's not how I do things. I love giving you my purest opinion, what comes out of from my mind from the very beginning. And you know, watching the episode pure, and I like to get surprised as well. So Twitter totally destroyed that for last times. That being said, the episode was absolutely phenomenal and I really had a good time to watching the episode, and I really enjoyed myself watching the whole episode from very beginning to the very end. It was a bittersweet in a sense of an episode because we got to see one of the cast members leaving the show. Alara, as you already probably know, Alara is leaving the show. She left already. Not permanently of course, but we're gonna talk about that a bit later. In this episode we got to see quite a few familiar faces as well. Ildis Kitan, aka Robert Picardo, who played in Star Trek Voyager, and we had a really big surprise coming from Star Trek Enterprise, Mr. Phlox, Dr. Phlox, aka John Billingsley, who played the role as a campus ballroom. Both actors was phenomenal and they both gave me chills, especially John, as his performance as Campus Ballroom was outstanding. Well, he played a very calm person at the very beginning. He always was like Dr. Phlox in different makeup, but when he turned out to be the bad guy, he really shined in the screen. He and Kelly O'Malley created a fantastic and thrilling atmosphere that left me excited and nervous, not knowing what is going to happen. Even though the story was tense and in many ways really emotional, it focused mainly on Alara and her situation, her changes that she was going through. Being in a human ship as the only Selayan came with unexpected circumstances that she started to lose her power. It started with a surprisingly regular arm wrestling ritual that seemingly was going on between Alara and Isaac. It's really funny how the crew of the Orville makes some bidding who's going to succeed over whom, and it's really cool to see that actually they're comparing with each other, because we both know the Selayans and the Kalans are really strong and powerful, and then both of them having in the ship, just, you know, it calls for it. Unexpectedly, Alara broke her arm, hence the physical effect on being in a Union ship far from her home planet. In order to slow the situation, she has to go home to her family and start a recovery process. That is not something that she really wanted to do. We got to know from the season 1 episode Firestorm that she didn't really have a good relation with her family. She left home to get away from her family, almost to escape from those issues what she never really wanted to face with. I'm really glad that they got to see her character more, and we got to explore a bit more about her character and her background in this episode, even though that this was the last occasion when we seen her on screen. It turned out that she has a sister who is quite settled, and her mom is already making arrangements to hook her up with some guy from a medical center. How sweet! And we got to see the Evac, a native horse-like creature, and we got to see those gorgeous shots from the planet and its surface. It does make me wonder how we can get there actually. I really want to go there for a holiday. Through the whole episode, we could really feel that Alara is not happy at all. Her family did not change, and her longing to get back to the Orville is quite deep and sad. She's unhappy and empty now that she was really just stuck into the planet and she didn't really have anywhere to go. So it was really interesting to see this kind of logging and always looking up to the stars and thinking about how the Orville, or where the Orville is and what they're doing out there, and she's not part of it anymore. Her situation is a perfect example how a lot of kids didn't really have a good relation with their parents when they were young, and how their parents, they chose to be chose to their path to, okay, you should do this, you should be that, but they deep down they felt I really want to do something else, something more. And then now you come to the situation that, hey, I have to go back and I have to face with them again. I can't run away all the time. And it's really interesting to see this kind of emotional journey in Alara's situation in this case. Alara is totally in the shoes, but as the crazy Billingsley couple turn their holiday upside down, she goes to the rescue. She was brave and even encouraging towards his father, who finally understood that he made a bad choice not to believe in her, that she is capable to do great things. This incident made their issues becoming less problematic, and finally it looks like there's a way to reconnect and work on those issues. Alara realized that she has a chance here to make things work with her family that she will not be able to do while she's staying in the Orville. It's true when they say when you get a second chance from life, you just really want to grab it and you want to hold it and make it work, make the best out of it. And I think that's what the intention of Alara's going back home was basically about. At the end it's only human, or in her case it's alien. The final segment was really emotional, and it did feel like it wasn't just the crew saying goodbye to Alara, it's the cast saying goodbye to Halston. I think there was a special connection between these guys from the very beginning that will be missed very much. Alara also presented a gift to the captain at the really end that I really felt I cracked up. I laughed a lot when I seen this present from the captain. And I'm sure whenever we Orville fans will look at a jar of pickles from now on, we're gonna have a slight smile on our face. This episode also brought us some new characters to the Orville universe. We have Alara, the elephant-looking guy who looks quite, well, strange. I mean, tentacles going through to his tummy is one thing, but eating on a bridge from a plastic container is not something that you should do. Although his behavior is totally relatable too. Come on, I'm sure many of us ate lunch in front of our computer and we consider that work lunch when you just like bring lunch with yourself. We got to see Olix again, who seems like might be becoming a new regular secondary cast member. He had a brief cameo of Fiafet and this guy too. I'm not sure what about the eyes though. So there you have it, a bittersweet episode with some really good heart, with really emotional, really thrilling as well at the same time, and overall it was a really good execution in an Orville fashion. So it was, I really enjoyed myself. I'm so sorry that I'm so sad, and we both said with my wife, to actually see Alara going. Regarding Halston Sage going away from the show is not 100% official and confirmed yet, because she did not say that I'm going away from the show. She just took a break, according to one or two couple of articles that I read recently, that she is working on other projects, and basically the schedule with those projects and the Orville had some conflict between the two, so it's really hard to get into one project while working on another one, so she had to sacrifice something. And that's also not 100% confirmed. These are just the press that I happened to see from different articles. Not to mention, there was some other rumors that she and Seth MacFarlane was going on in a little bit of an affair behind the scenes that might ended up Halston leaving the Orville. It's not really uncommon for actors to juggle between roles and juggle between jobs. So I totally hope and totally believe that she just left for another project. I really wish her a really good success in that project, and I really wish and I really hope that she will come back in one day to reprise her role as Alara Kitan in the Orville. So there you have it, that was my little reaction to the season 2 episode Home from the Orville. I'm really looking forward to see your comments and your thoughts about this episode, about the Alara's last episode, Alara's leaving, and I'm really curious if you think that she will come back or she will be replaying the role as Alara Kitan in the future. Also let me know what was your favorite and least favorite moment in this episode, and I'm really looking forward to have a discussion with you guys in the comment section below. As always, thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like and share the video, and check out my channel for more Orville and anything and everything Star Trek. And until next time, live long and prosper.